sisters, welcome to my channel. If you're new, please don't forget to subscribe. This is Uncle Lenny, the only uncle in town. So guys, this morning, I'm so privileged having this opportunity to speak to Joyce MWANZA all the way to the continent of Africa. Joyce MWANZA, you are welcome to my channel. Please introduce yourself to my viewers.
Thank you very much, Uncle Lenny. My name is Joyce MWANZA. I'm from Zambia, Petoke district at Mulonga village, but currently I'm in Sparta.
Wow, I've been looking forward to speak to you. So brothers and sisters, the video for today is this madam being the only lady who came out from that village who managed to go to school. She came out from Chief Mumbi at Mulonga village in Petoke district. She is the only lady who managed to go to the university. Joyce, I want you to tell me a little bit more about yourself. Considering the fact that nowadays most of the girls are turning themselves into early marriages, how did you manage to set so much focus into your education?
First thing, I'm going to narrate a little bit about my school history. I was at Tumbata Primary School. After Tumbata Primary School, I went to Tumbata Day Secondary School, which I finished my school 2020. So this journey was not very easy. I've been meeting so many challenges. As earlier Uncle Len mentioned that I'm the only lady from the same village who managed to go to university, and here I am now. So I just want to share some challenges I met. I mean the focuses. First, I focused on education. I was very interested. I was very curious when I see those educated people, the way they are living their lifestyles, the way they are sending their children to schools, the way they are supporting families. I was very curious. That is the same thing which makes me to focus in schools. Yes, indeed. Most of my friends, they drop, which was in the same road. They're pulled out from the schools with different challenges. So these are just little things which make me to focus on education and also to change the community. Since our village they've been struggling with school issues, I was able to motivate myself that I want to be I want to be the one lady who can come out from the village, who can be an example. I was that lady from that time, so it's the only thing which make me to focus. These are just things which make me to focus on education.
So I wanted to ask, I know you mentioned about the challenges, but I had a problem with the network. So whenever you are outlining all the challenges, the network was cutting.
Okay. The challenges I met during this journey was first thing was poverty. Most in villages, this is the most challenging thing. You find that the parents they're unable to access basic needs. Maybe it can be books, uniforms. So like right now, if you don't have uniform, you can be kicked out of school, which means you can't progress. So that's the first thing which the challenges I made. So the other challenges is unsafe environment. So like when if it's a distant school, as you are going to school, on the way, you can meet other people which can start harassing you. All those things, they are under poverty. So other things the challenges which I met also, it was cultural biasness. Cultural biasness, whereby it's just the beliefs of people that no, only boys can go to school, then girls they should help parents to do house chores. This is the most challenging thing which I met during my schools. And these are also challenges which my fellow girls met and make them to drop out of school. And then another thing, under poverty again, it can be financial struggles. They are unable to pay school fees for children. I mean, for children, both boys and girls. At the end of the day, they will be pulled out of school. So, brothers and sisters, I met a lot of challenges, but I just wanted to make them in summary form, whereby there's also violence or sometimes hunger. These are just factors. These are just challenges which makes other girls to drop out of schools. Like when you go to school without eating anything, at the end of the day, you suffer from malnutrition, which you find yourself absent from the school. And then most especially girl child, they meet this challenge, which is called early marriages. And this is very common in our villages, whereby once they reach puberty stage, they are forced to go to marriages because they are considered to be an adult because of that stage, which is puberty. And the same challenge makes a lot of my friends to drop out of school. Also, the other challenges is there is no motivation from the family and the communities. They will just leave the child without motivating her or him that no, these are advantage or disadvantage of school.
Yes.
Because of no motivation. Then the other thing is ignorance, especially in villages where I come from.
Yes.
People are ignorant. They just follow cultural bias. They just follow cultural biases whereby they'll be like, no, when the girl reach this stage, they'll just go to other traditional ceremonies. They go under another thing like related to cultural, which makes the child, maybe the child want to experience that thing which they were taught, especially where I come from. I'm just talking this with the experience where I saw it.
Yes.
They want to experience what they just want to experience what they were taught while they're still teenagers. So these are challenges which I saw when I was going to school and which I met. And these are also challenges I overcame because I'm here.
All right. So, Madam, thank you so very much. I didn't want to interrupt you when you are telling me about the challenges, because whatever you are talking about, it's a life of someone else is going through it right now. But there's just certain few things that I wanted us to talk about. You talked about cultural bias, where our society believes that it's only a boy child that needs to go to school and a girl child needs to stay at home. If we were to speak to the leaders, or if we were to speak to our elders, what message do you have? What would you want? How can you tell them? What is it that you want to tell them right now? I mean, looking at the fact that you came out from that same setup where they only believe that it's only a boy child who can go to school.
I think this challenge is the most challenge which turned the girls down when it comes to school things. So I think the thing is just to make a follow-up of what's the main cultural beliefs which makes the girls to stay away from schools, or which make the girls to drop out of schools. So I think to finish this, not only the community can abolish this, but we have to include others, whereby they will organize like to sensitize the community about the
importance,
advantage of school. And also maybe after when we see that there's no any there's no any force or there's no any step taken, then you can go to enforce the laws, whereby people will be given the punishment to make sure that the children will be sent to school by working together with elders, the community, together with NGOs and the government. I think that this is the measure which can be put in place.
So, brothers and sisters, I don't know where you'll be seeing this video from, but I take this opportunity to address our elders back home. Yes, every tribe has got their culture, but I wanted to tell you the importance of educating a girl child. The way you look at a girl today, it's not the way we used to look at the girls at the past. Time has changed. Girls now, they have become presidents. Girls now are running companies. Girls now are managers into companies. I'll give you an example of Rwanda. If you look at the Rwanda's government, if you look about Rwanda's government, you have about 50% that government is being run by the ladies. So I don't think you should just look at the boy child to say is the only one who's supposed to go to school. So let's try by all means to invest into a girl child. Look at JOYCE. She's a good example. She came from that setup that you're saying it's only a boy child who's supposed to go to school. She came out from that setup, which it's only a boy child who's supposed to go to school. But there she is right now. And at the same time, it will take, as she said it, that it is important for the governments to sensitize the community to the importance of education. Indeed, she comes from a rural area where a girl child doesn't even know that going to school is the only future. It's good to empower a girl with education than raising a child without no education. It's like someone else is working with the blindfolded if you raise a child without not sending to school. And at the same time, I want us to try by all means to stop these early marriages. It will take all of us. It will take the whole community to realize that there's so much importance when we send a girl child to school than just letting them to go and get married. Madam JOYCE, I've heard that there are so many organizations. Very soon, I'm going to have a chance to speak to the chieftainess, who is also a champion on her early marriages. If you are to speak to NGOs, what kind of help do you think a girl child may need in the rural areas right now?
Right now, there is the thing which I can request. First thing is support. This support, I mean, like paying school fees, buying some basic needs, and make sure that the girl child is back to school. And then the second thing is to go in communities, in rural areas, villages, deep villages, where you just go there to those who were pregnancies, like small girls, those who are still teenagers, they can go back to school. I guess there's also the same NGO which make the girls to go back to school, which is KGS, Keep Girls in Schools.
I have one more question. So supposing the NGOs, because most of the NGOs, they're very skeptical in giving up aid because of mistrust or misusing funds. What other avenues would you think would be the best idea? Is it paying direct to school or to the headmaster, or what do you think would be the easiest way? Because I'm sure there are people that will be listening to this conversation that will say, I would love to adopt one girl child. How can someone else try to help in such a matter?
Okay, like the way they can do, like NGOs, yes, they can contact with which schools she's going exactly, and then they get more details about the same girl. And then every after 1 month, I mean, they just have to make sure that there is a contact to make sure that the girl is still in school by telling the teachers to make a follow-up. If the girl is not in school, they can still make a follow-up where she is, but still make an enforcement to go back to school. That's the only thing which can make the funds not to go in vain.
So Joyce, you came out from that setup where life has been so challenging. But at the same time, you managed to come out from cultural bias, poverty, but you right now you're in the university. I know there's one girl who is going through exactly what you went through. What message do you have to that girl, to that person who is facing the same challenges that you went through?
Okay, cultural biases, these are just, they are like norms in communities. So when you follow them, you can't go anywhere. And this starts from where you come from, especially at parents. Like, so many people say that charity begins at home. So when your parents are too supportive, the community can't do anything because you come from home. But if where you come from, there's no any support, you can't go anywhere. And you yourself, you just have to be so focused and so strong. Whatever comes, you just have to overcome them, because the community can talk a lot of things which can make you to go back or to pull out of school, but you just have to be very focused to chase your dreams.
So brothers and sisters, you can hear what she's telling us, that it's important to stay focused. And at the same time, we need to have a backup from our homes. So please, please, mothers, fathers, uncles, I'm begging you, support the kids at home. Support them. You may see them to be nothing today, but they will be somebody tomorrow. Joyce is a good example. She lost her parents on a very young age. She's an orphan. And she faced so many challenges. She was raised up by grandmother and the grandfather. But there she is now. So what am I saying is that even the child that you think she's nothing, tomorrow she's the one who's going to hold on to your hand. Tomorrow she's the same girl who's going to helping you at the clinic. Because these are the leaders for tomorrow. If we don't support them, if we don't encourage them, if we don't see them, we don't see anything good in them, how is the society going to be tomorrow? You remember that the words that you use in these children now, they have an impact down on the road. If you see a child, see something good, see a minister, see a president, see a manager. Not when you see your child, you are thinking, oh, who are you? You are useless. You use all those kind of words in your child, even as they go to school. That has an impact with them. You have already put a negative thought into their mind. I want us to change the mindset. If we're going to have a viable community in our villages, it starts from us. So I will encourage elders, when you're at the Insaka, where you meet, let's change the way we talk. Let's change the way we use our words in our own children. Because if you don't encourage them, if you don't, yes, you may not even make it to go to school, maybe for some reason, but if you're in a position that you can send a child to school, encourage them. You don't even need to only to encourage your own children, anyone else. They are saying it takes a village to raise a child. So you have a responsibility to the community. Don't just say these children of nowadays. It's what are you elders of nowadays? What is it that you are doing? That's where Uncle Lenny comes in. Uncle Lenny is there an advocate from the girl child even to our parents' side. And this is the movement that we have started. We need to talk to teachers. We need to talk to headmen, chiefs, government officials about this issue of early marriages. Joyce, do you have, by the way, let me ask, what is it that you are studying?
Okay, studying food and nutrition under health. It's a diploma in food and nutrition under health. So right now I'm in final year, which is June. I'll be done with school.
June, you'll be done. But why did you pick up that course? Why did you pick up nutrition course?
I picked the same courses. Where I come from, we believe in farming.
Farming.
So this course it comes from farming. Also, I picked this. I mean, we depend on this food and nutrition start from the farming system. Also, no one can survive without food. no, one,
Yeah.
no one can survive without food. So that's why I focused on this topic, and because of the same ignorance of the people in the villages, whereby they don't know the nutrition information. That's why I was so curious to start this course, which is food and nutrition under health.
Joyce, I should say we are really proud of you and the course that you pick up. So if I had to give you one message today and speak to our elders, what is it that you would love to change? What is it that you want to see taking place to making sure that it's easing up on the girl child in the village?
Like elders, I think the most message which can contribute to elders is support or motivate them. And also do not follow too much cultural things. Yeah, because when you teach those small girls about cultural things, they will go out whereby they won't even focus on education. They want to experience what you taught them. So I think that thing can come after school. At least when she became older, she will be able to know what is good and what is bad.
So on that same part, would you suggest that they can try to hold up on the cultural things, maybe to prepare a girl when they are getting married, instead of starting teaching them now before they are not even in grade 7, but you start preparing them, teaching them all these issues for marriages, and yet they still have got 12 years before they even complete school. Would you think that a good idea would be, let's hold on to this cultural thing. Let's wait until when the girl is about to get married, then we can prepare them about the marriage.
Yes, I think this is the good idea, whereby by the time she'll be going to marriage, which means she has finished maybe school, colleges, at least that can help to keep the girls in schools.
So brothers and sisters, you can hear the topic that we are talking about. I'll be looking forward to hear your, give me the comment in the comment box. I want to get your suggestion. This is life. We are talking about our cultural issues in the village, where a girl child is prepared on the early age about marriage, and yet she's still going to school. But here is Joyce, we are suggesting that it will be okay not to abolish the culture itself completely, but you can hold on to that culture until when the girl is ready for marriage, then you can teach her, because it's like she's graduating about marriage even before she's even graduating in school, right? So brothers and sisters, we will be looking forward for you guys to give us your comment, recommendation about this topic. And remember that this topic is only affecting Mulonga village. It's affecting almost African continents. So many girls are going around in the world facing the same challenges that Joyce is talking about. Joyce, do you have any message as we conclude? Do you have any last message to a well-wishers, or even a girl child who is in school? Supposing you're given an opportunity to speak to the girls right now, you are the ambassador. You are an example of that village, not only that village, but the entire district. You came out from a village and managed to go to a university. If you are given an opportunity today to speak to girls right now, what is your message?
If may be given like an opportunity to go to talk to girls, to those girls, I know we have been, you are facing a lot of challenges, but the thing is never give up. Just have to focus. Just have to know where you come from, what are trying to achieve. These are just things which you're supposed to put in mind, which will make you not to stop the school. Because, for example, if you want to abolish something, you want to achieve something in life, you have dreams to chase, you are not going to stop school because you have things that you want to do in life. But if you are going to school without knowing what you are doing. It's just like you go and then you don't know what you want to do in life. You won't go anywhere because you don't have anything which makes you to work so hard. So whenever you are, even the challenges are meeting right now, just study hard, work hard, always be a good girl. At the end of the day, you are going to make it.
I have to conclude this interview just to know about your faith. Is it the church, or is it the church setup that helps you to know what is wrong and what is good, that makes you, because you talked about cultural differences, meaning you must have aligned yourself with certain kind of faith. Tell me a little bit about that part.
I used to engage in church programs. According to different differences of churches in Zambia, but I guess there is no any church which can encourage someone to get married, early marriages or something, like to stop school. Each church is encouraging a girl child, it can be a boy child, to get educated. So I used to attend church programs, and also where the sensitization, especially in schools, can be primary level, secondary level. Those well-wishers, they come and sensitize us on different topics, because we are teenagers, like where you can make mistakes. They'll come and teach you how to overcome all those things. So when I combine all those teachings, they make me do. So not only one thing can help you to succeed, but all those programs attend, which encourage you to go as far as you can.
So thank you so very much. Brothers and sisters, I'm having an opportunity speaking to this madam who is still in the African continent. And right now she's on the final year of her education, and she is the only child who came out from that village and go to school and complete. That's the reason why Uncle Lenny had a chance, interest to know how she managed to go through the challenges and how she stayed focused. And I just wanted to know a little bit about her today. And if I have a chance to speak to a girl child right now, I'll encourage you that whatever you are going through right now, it's not permanent, it's temporal. You can still overcome. You can still overcome and believe in yourself that there's so much future lies ahead of you. Marriages is not everything. Yes, you get married later down on the road, but if you get married at the early age, remember you're gonna bring up another child in this world, the same child that you cannot manage to sponsor or to feed that child to go to school. Think about how the community will be tomorrow if the father did not go to school, the mother did not go to school. You bring up this child that you cannot manage. So I will still encourage you that instead of you focusing into getting married now, I would rather you focus in your education. I know there are so many help out there. There are NGOs that are ready to pay your bills. So strive now to stay in school. And our parents, please, let's try by all means to make sure that we feed a child before they go to school. It is this reason that a child drop out, because they go to school without no food, as Joyce was outlining. And these are what the girls are going through. Yes, I know time is tough, but that's a reason why we ought to sacrifice for our children so that they can go attain education. There's no point to bring these children in this world, which we cannot afford to send them to school. How can be a village? How can the village be if we have all the children that are illiterate? So it's very, very important. This is a movement that it will need all stakeholders to come in and try to change the mindset of our elders or our villages. We shouldn't just say, wow, it is a village. Here is Joyce, who came out from that village. Of course, you see Joyce into so many, you see Joyce going very far. So it's very important for us as a community to stand up and say no to early marriages. Let's by all means to encourage a child to stay in school. Talk to a child. What is it that she's going through? You have to be open to these children so that they can be open to you, so that we don't push them into early marriages. I've seen other communities where whenever the girl reaches on a certain age, you are busy going to charge so that you can get cows or anything else like that. But yes, you can get that cow, but is a cow equivalent to a life of a child that you haven't even sent to school? Those are the issues that we have to think or talk about as a community. So there's a need for us as a community to talk about these issues. We should not just leave it for certain individuals. Well, we'll leave it to Chief Mumbi or we leave it to Chief Manjawantu to take it up about this issue. This is the issue that is pertaining to all of us. Joyce, do you have any last message as we conclude?
My last message is, whenever you are parents, this message goes to parents, to NGOs and girls. I'll just talk this in general. Those NGOs which out there, I'll be asking to support girl child, especially girl child. And then also you girls, you're supposed to, you need also to work hard to focus to education, not another thing. And then the parents, we need your support, motivation over education about a girl child. So this is my message to, these are key messages I sent to both parents, girls, and NGOs. Also the community to support the child, not to violate or to do anything which can make a girl child to drop out of school, but we need your support, which falls under parents.
So brothers and sisters, you have heard the key points that she outlined. And at the same time, I would urge the government also to step into seeing that there's a penalty to someone else who's going to marry a young girl, or there's supposed to be a penalty or some kind of a consequence for someone else who took that child into early marriages. I'll have an opportunity to speak to the people in authority to hear the measures they are putting in place to try by all means to stop these early marriages. Joyce, thank you so very much. I appreciate for finding time. I'm sure this is not the end. This is just the beginning for our conversation. This is the first segment. We are up to the next challenge. Thank you so much and have a blessed day.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.